Hello everybody and welcome to what has turned into the Unrealistically Crazy series. Yes, that is now the name for it. We're going to be working in the same field again. This is of course the very large field which we've just harvested, field number 5. We've also baled it as well. But now the issue is we need to move those bales out of the field and either sell them or stack them somewhere. We're probably going to stack them today, but I'm not too sure. To do this, what we're going to use is our lorry and as many trailers as we can fit to it. This is going to be quite tricky, mainly the reversing up to the dolly trailers. That is why I've got the very small Zeta or Zeta tractor over there. And, well, obviously the first one is dead easy. That one is already sorted. I really don't know how many we're going to be able to fit onto here. In fact, what I might do is switch off the traffic and then try and do this on the road. There is quite a bit more space. So, yeah, if we've gone to here, we should be able to see the setting for traffic. It's currently on. We'll turn it off. Right, so because this is unrealistically crazy, we don't have to stop at the stop signs. We can just park in the middle of the road and nobody will care, I hope. So I've just tabbed over to the Zeta tractor and wow, the tractor is actually, well, the dolly seems bigger than the tractor in some ways. Something not quite right there. Anyway, this is number 1. I'll try and do these mostly off screen because it is going to take some time for me to do this, but once it's done, we can use the auto load function. If some of you are thinking I was going to load all these up with a telehandler, then you can relax. I'm not going to be doing that. That would be painful. We're going to be using the auto load. So every trailer has got the attacher on the back. It's an option. Switch the option on for every single one. So in theory, there is no limit to how long this lorry can be. It is certainly going to be a road train, no doubt about it. Now, I probably should have moved a bit further down actually, because the straighter the trailers, the easier it's going to be, because all I have to do is then just reverse. If I have to sort of turn at the same time, it will make it a bit more challenging. So let's head down. And the good thing about the Zeta being a fairly short tractor is obviously because it is shorter, we don't have to leave as big a gap. I can just sort of wiggle out of this small gap, if you know what I mean. So, although it's still going to be challenging, we should be able to manoeuvre ourselves out fairly easily. Oh, obviously a hidden collision there. Right, so there we go. There is the first trailer. I don't really know whether to bring all the trailers down first of all or do them as we go. I start off doing them as we go. This one's easy. Very easy. Yes, it could be auto attach actually. Manual attach, sorry. It is. We'll straighten it up again, make sure it's nice and square. I think when we get to about 3 or 4 trailers, this is going to become quite a challenge. But I like a challenge, and to be honest, if we can get this 5 long, it's going to look incredible. I can't wait to do this. If this is actually going to work, it's going to be quite a sight. If I can do, I'll try and get more than 5 trailers, but I think 5 is a push. We'll have to just see. We probably will just sell the bales because I think restacking them again is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Probably should have turned off the manual attach for this series because obviously it's nice in the other series, but when I'm attaching so many ridiculous things, it can take quite some time. Right, so here is trailer number 3. Mind the chap. Yeah, the Zeta tractor just seems dwarfed. Now I know whenever I mention the word Zeta or Zeta, I get a load of comments saying you're pronouncing it wrong, so I'm just going to say them both. It's one of the two. Unless you have a different pronunciation. If you do, let me know. Right, so here we go. Number 3. If we can attach this, I'll do the rest off screen until I get stuck completely. Is that going to be enough? Yes, I'm going to have to walk down the entire length just to attach it, and if I don't line it up perfectly, I've got to walk all the way back again. But that has worked. I'll probably shift it forwards just to make it nice and straight again, but, well, clearly, it's getting there. There is also the concern of the lorry not actually being able to pull the fully laden trailers, because it is obviously going to be insanely heavy. Right, okay, so this is the 5th trailer. It's actually been fairly hassle-free so far. It's gone very well. The last one which I did was a little bit tricky, but I really can't see why this one would be any different. Let me just jump out and do that. There we go. And, well, I'm just going to keep going really until I really do get stuck, until I can't attach any more. There is quite a distance between them now, and you can see when I do start to reverse, they always like to go a different way. But that is there. That has got right to the back. Oh, got to walk all the way down here. And that's sprinting as well. Yep, that one attached fine. So let's go and buy another one and see if we can attach that as well. Yes, it is starting to, well, it's certainly a road train. Can you become bigger than a road train? I don't suppose you can actually, because a train can be incredibly long. It's just going to be an insanely big one. Here it comes then, trailer number 6. Possibly the final trailer. We'll have to see. But yeah, it would be nice to get 10. Oh, if we could get 10. I would say it's almost impossible, but not impossible, because I've seen other people use... Well, I don't know how many they've used actually in the past, but I've certainly seen some pretty long trailers. Well, obviously a trailer setup. I don't know. I think somebody did 10, but they weren't these trailers. They weren't dolly trailers. They were actually rigid, so this makes it harder. Right, all the reversing lights that come on together could illuminate the entire town. Right, that is definitely getting harder, but it has lined up okay, so we should be able to get another one as well. Yep. Right, we'll get number 7. What I've decided to do is actually to round it up, kind of, to an even number of 8. We're going to do 8, and what I'm going to aim to do is attach these two together here, and then we only actually have to attach them to the lorry once. Only one has to be attached. Let's hope it works. It should do, but there isn't much space here, which is not very helpful to us. And I didn't line it up properly. There we go. Right, so there's one. I'll put it back so that we've got a bit more space. And I'll do the other one. This is when it becomes trickier, since it is an articulated trailer. Trying to reverse it up to there. Seems to be going okay. That should be enough. Yep, good. Okay then, so this is our 8th trailer. 7 and 8th. Let's join them to the queue. You can see this tractor is really struggling with these two empty. So I don't want to put any more on the lorry because, you know, 8 fully loaded. Is it even going to be able to move? Well, is it going to be able to move empty? We'll soon find out. It'll be easier for us on a road than it will be in a field. It's got to go around the entire field picking up these bales. This could be a fail. We may have to leave some in the field. We'll have to see. But I'm really hoping this is going to work. Never done it before. This is blind. I've never done this. Never even practiced it. So it could go horribly wrong. Why does it always autosave when I'm about to pull up to the back of the trailer? Right. We'll get the tractor out of the way. After crashing it. Put it over here, out of the way of the invisible traffic, and oh, we've got to walk all the way over here. Forget that. We'll just we'll drive. Yes, they weren't straightened up, so this could be impossible. Although that last trailer is actually going up pretty straight. Where are we? Here. That must be so close. Probably clutching at straws, but this may work. Or not. It can't move it at all? How is that even possible? It was towing it fine. Weird. It's like they've got these automatic handbrakes. Yes! I did it! So we now have 8 trailers. And, well, it's looking like a very lost snake, I suppose. Let's get it going. See if we can actually tow it empty. Well, I can certainly feel the weight, or at least the lorry can, but I can certainly feel it pulling back with the acceleration. Once this thing gets up to speed, it's not only going to be wobbling everywhere, but also it's going to be very hard to stop. Have you ever seen this before? Now all we have to do is get it fully loaded. And we can't actually see, the bottom right hand corner of the screen next to the speedometer, we can't actually see the number of trailers we have. It's actually gone off the page. It's actually showing 4 with many spaces between. I have completely confused the system. That was kind of inevitable though. Look at all those flashing beacons. Now do they all follow or do they all cut in? Wow, it actually is like a train. Ah! Do not crash this thing. That's ridiculous. The last one is snaking about everywhere. They actually do follow the line we've been on perfectly. What if I was to jump out? Oh, there's a train going past. Oh, there's a jackknifing train. Get out of the way. This, oh no. Okay, that was a mistake. Luckily we could recover from it. I would not want to be that tractor sign. It's likely going to get squished by the final trailer. If it doesn't, it's very lucky. Wow, I think it just went to the side of it. In case you're wondering, yes, this is flat out. But there was a bit of a climb there. Now, in our favour, the field is fairly flat. It is a bit bumpy, it's a bit hilly, which is not going to be very helpful to us. But hope for the best and we should be okay. We may actually have too many trailers because we haven't got that many bales, I don't suppose. It's about, what is it, 200 and something? I forget, is it 203? It is possible to see. 298 in total, I think it was 203. Right, so let's try and select the very first trailer, if that is possible. This one, I believe. Work mode. Yes. So we'll start filling this one up. Once this one's done, we'll select the next one, put that onto work mode as well, and then they'll all be able to just fill up in order, which should make it very neat. I'm going to set cruise control to maximum speed because obviously we need to keep the momentum behind us. If we do lose momentum when it's fully loaded, we've probably had it. We'll have to detach a load just to be able to get moving again. So hope for the best here. Yes, our last trailer is in the distance. I really should turn off the autosave. We don't need it for this series. It's picking up speed nicely. No, don't miss a bale. Don't turn too tight. Yes, I forget. Do not turn so tight. Anything we miss we'll come back for later. I suppose we could actually turn on every trailer, if that is possible. So I keep pressing G and X. You can't see me doing it, but I am doing. And it's back to the first trailer again. So yes, I think every trailer is now switched on to load up. So if we do miss any, they should just, the next trailer should catch them, should pick them up. Now to get back up to speed again. I reckon there is going to be a time-lapse involved here. But it's going to be one sight when we finish. I can't wait to see this. If we actually do have enough bales to fill the thing, it's going to be one incredible thumbnail. No, no, missed that one. Got it. Yes, one of the other ones got it. So yes, I think the main concern here is turning too tightly. So I'll have to go up this one this time and then come back for the others. Even that was too tight. Yes, it's never been the situation before when you turn and you can actually look across the field to the end of your trailer. That's weird. Okay, clearly this one is full. That one's now picking them up. I've just turned off the heads-up display and I'm going to now time-lapse the video. So I'll see you when hopefully every trailer is full. Right, so as you saw at the end of that time lapse there, I did totally overdo it and I pretty much stalled the lorry. But we have got to the home straight here, and amazingly we actually have too many trailers, which is not something which I thought I would say. We have quite a few bales, and I think the trailer on the end might have one bale on it, but that is it. Usually, when I'm doing this kind of thing in Farming Simulator, it takes me hours to move all the bales because I'm just using one trailer, as you would tend to do. But obviously today we have so many trailers that we've actually got too many trailers for the bales, which is a nice change, really. Right, so there are a few odd bales. There's one there which is about to be picked up. There it goes. And actually, no, the last trailer is actually completely empty. We would have been okay with 7. Few down here, and then I think there is one bale on the far side which I have to go and pick up. But no, surprisingly, really, the truck is doing a pretty good job. It has bogged down a few times. That is some high-speed bale picking up. But yeah, on the whole, it's been very good. 41 miles per hour with that amount of weight on the back. Seems scary. Here is the final bale. I've actually gone around it 3 times now and missed it every time. I have failed miserably. This is when all the trailers run into each other. Come on, don't miss it again. This will be the 4th attempt otherwise. Thank you. Good. So is that every bale? I think it is. If there is a final bale, it doesn't really matter. But we have done pretty well there. If I have got every bale, we have 203 on board. 203 bales on 7 trailers and 1 truck. And then we're towing the last trailer for fun. Just total fun. It came along for the ride. It's jackknifed about 20 times, but it's okay. Now we have the issue of what to do with them. Build a house? Actually, that's quite a good idea. We may well do. But that'll be another video. I'll have to plan that. I can't just go straight into making a house out of bales. That sounds like something which is great fun, but it will probably fail. But I'm sort of up for giving it a go. Could be quite funny to see. Which does mean there's no point selling these. That'd just be a waste if I do sell them and then suddenly decide that I do want to keep them. Ouch. These trailers get so much momentum behind them. As soon as you turn or slow down, they go berserk. But I think really, the final thing to do is just to park this in a fancy position for a good screenshot, and then we're going to have to call it a day. That is just incredible. Where's the sun? In the sky, obviously. I don't need any of those comments. But yeah, I think it's... Where is it? Over there somewhere? Yeah, that's good enough. I'll try and do a screenshot from this. So I'll take off. We'll go up here with the drone or whatever it is, and we will try and do a screenshot. It's quite a tricky thing to actually get into a screenshot though, because obviously... Well, it's so long, but it's not very wide, so... You're not going to see much of it in the actual picture. I may have to rethink this. From here, it doesn't even look like they're attached. Let me have a think about it. Pulling up this hill is clearly quite a task for it, but it is managing it okay. Got quite a bit of wheel slip. That is totally understandable with these road tyres on. So, how shall we do the screenshot? Probably a bit further up. Yep, getting going is tricky. Let's fly over it. I have already done a screenshot, which I think I'm quite pleased with. This shows you the above view. I'm very proud of my bales. But to be honest, without this fantastic trailer, we wouldn't have been able to do it. The download link is below, so definitely worth downloading that. But yeah, I think that is it for today. So, thank you for watching. Of course, you'll have already seen which thumbnail I chose. I've taken many. The decision is going to be pretty tough, but hopefully the one which I've chosen is good enough. Anyway, until next time, see you again for another video of Unrealistically Crazy. I can't believe I'm doing a video series of this, but I am. So see you again soon. Bye for now.